Hi, I'm John. This is my show, A Sports Reckoning. So right now I'm doing an investigation into whether or not Geoff Wilson is a Freemason and whether his participation here in the sports card community is more of a planned event, because like one of the mottos of the Freemasons is order out of chaos. So Geoff Wilson opened up his sports card investor page on, I believe it was May 14th of 2019. It's like I'm 50 years old now. It's like one of these things. It's like after I turned 40, I stopped even caring about like how old am I. It's like, so it's one of those things. It's like if you ask me how old I am, it's like, okay, wait, how old am I? So I stopped caring after I turned 40 and stuff, right? So there's certain things with like certain dates of like the years and stuff, kind of like stuff I don't really even pay attention to. Like they're like, what year is it? What year is it? I was like, I'm totally like, there's a lot of times it's like I'm like, oh yeah, well what year is it? I don't even pay attention to that shit anymore and shit, right? So then I gotta actually think about it. It's like, okay, I remember, 2020 is when the stuff happened. So that's one of the things I'm saying is that one of the mottos of the Freemasons is order out of chaos, right? So Geoff Wilson opens up his page on May 14th of I keep wanting to say 19. That's the other thing, is I keep wanting to say like 1999 because I'm from that era of like the 1900s, right? It's like, that's what I'm saying. I don't really care about the year so much. I forget. It's like, oh yeah, we're in the year 2000. It's like 2019 and shit, right? But so, order out of chaos. If he implements himself into the community in 2019, it's because he's positioned himself for the chaos that's about to come 1 year later, so that then he can be one of these like leaders, these pillars of the community, and he can portray himself as like bringing the order out of all of chaos, right? That's like his placement. Why? And so like that's what I'm trying to say is that it's my theory that he came into the community as like a shill. It's like a person like a shill. He's not really, he didn't come in here because I believe he's a sports fan, and I believe he does like sports cards, right? But that's not what got him into the community. What gets him into the community is the people that are in his realm of people, the powerful people. They say, look at, they have their lodge, their Masonic lodges, right? And they say, look at, we need a person who can play this role, right? We need a person who can play the role of a sports fan, of a sports card investor, and you're going to have to be on television and stuff, right? So you're going to have to learn how to speak in front of camera and do all that stuff, right? And then that's how I think Geoff gets this position, because he's doing it through like the Masonic Lodge. They were looking for a person to fulfill that position, and I think Geoff then filled that position. I don't think Geoff said, I'm going to get into sports cards because I see a good investment. I can make this market move. I don't think any of that stuff happened. The way I think it happened is like more of what I'm saying. The Freemasons are trying to look for a person to bring order out of the chaos that's about to ensue in society and stuff, right? And they're looking for a person that can fulfill that, and Geoff fulfilled that because he was a sports fan and he did collect cards. So Geoff, as a good little boy, raises his hands. I used to collect sports cards. I know about sports cards. I like football. Yeah, I went to Florida. Gators, chomp, chomp, chomp. Right, so that's like the theory of what I'm doing with these videos. What I'm investigating now is that Geoff being a Freemason and his placement into the sports card community as like a pillar of the Masonic order, of the order out of chaos and stuff, right? That's what I think he's doing here. Like, he's an actor, right? He's an actor, he's playing his role and shit, right? And he's doing a good job. Like I said, I like quality entertainment, right? And so like I'll give people their credit for being entertaining and doing some. There's a part to it because it's not easy and stuff, but it's sure a hell of a lot easier when you're financially backed by a bunch of people and you're part of a big order of a group, a society of people, that when you start coming in here, everybody they all welcome you in. They all welcome you in, and everybody talks your name. Once they say, he's one of us, right? One of us, right? Like, one of us and shit, right? So instantly, boom, it's easy for him to be placed in that community. But me, I can't even get the people that are the people that are like trying to be like the watchdogs of the community. I can't get them to even mention my name. They refuse to say his name. He is one whose name shall not be spoken. That's like me. They won't even speak my name. What fraud losers and shit, right? They'll talk about these guys, like specifically AIH Sports, Sports Card Radio, Dan the Card Man. You guys are fake as fuck. You do everything to uplift the identity of these people and raise them up as pillars in the community because all you do is talk about them all day. But somebody like me, no, they're not going to mention my name because I'm doing real investigative journalism, and all those fucking other losers, they don't do quality investigative journalism, and they don't want to mention me because they're like, this guy's better than I am. He does real investigative journalism and stuff, right? So they don't want to mention my name because they look at me like a competitor. I'm not in here competing against some stupid loser like AIH Sports. Are you kidding me? He's a fucking loser. He refuses to talk about my shit, and he talks about his stupid mumbo fucking jumbo shit, talks about the card companies and the grading and all the fucking everything. He'll talk about everything that every single other loser out here talks about over and over and over and over again. But he won't talk about my investigations, will he? Because he's a fucking fraud. Fucking losers. They get me frustrated. I get fucking irritated real fucking quick. Okay, so let me get in this video. Now, one of the things with me doing this stuff is I like pull up some stuff. It's like, you guys don't understand. It's like I pull up some stuff, but what happens is I start finding too much stuff. This constantly happens to me when I do investigations. It's like, all of a sudden, I just start looking to build a video, and then that links me to this other thing. And I'm like, oh, well, that links to this. I need to go find that piece. And then it's like, once I start doing it, it doesn't stop. It's like, there's so much information out there, and I'm not good at editing, and and I got to make this video as fast. I got no script. It's like, boom. Like, I thought about making this video. Like, okay, it's kind of in my head and shit, but really, it's like this morning, okay? It's like, oh, okay, let me see. I got a little time right now. Let me try and make a video. And then so it's like, okay, well, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about Geoff Wilson. So then I start pulling up. So it takes me about 20 minutes to pull up the clips. And then I just turn my camera on and go for it. Like, I don't know what I'm doing exactly, right? I just go for it. So it's like, here we go. Let's get into this video. And now it's like, so it's like my train of thought. It's like, so this is what I was mentioning, my train of thought. It's like, okay, now what was I going to say about this? Then I got to remember, now what was those other clips? What was I going to say about that shit? Okay, because there's so much shit here, right? So, on this clip, what I want to show you is, I wonder if I got, well, here we go. It's like, now it's like one of these things, like, am I supposed to play this clip? Is there something after this, or am I just showing you the stuff here? So let me show you the stuff that I see right here. What stuff is, so first of all, in the market movers, okay, is the 33, and it's a master mason, okay? When you get to be the 33 degree level mason, you're labeled as a master mason. So the MM. So it highlights master mason as the MM, but it also is the 33 degree level mason. So that's why Geoff Market Movers, that was a perfect fit for him, because he's trying to get the MM that shows the 33, which you can clearly see it's 33 when you look to the left. You can clearly see it's 33 in his Market Movers. And this is what these people do, is they always are showing the signs of their true affiliation. So now, when you go over here, so now, clearly the card that stands out over there that he's clearly got highlighted is the Mickey Mantle. Now, MM, Mickey Mantle, right? Now, is Mickey Mantle a Freemason and all that stuff? I don't know exactly, but maybe it's just something that was adopted by like Freemasons because he represents like the perfection, like the ultimate, the achievement and stuff like that. Maybe there's something like that of why they all support him, and he represents New York. There's like I said, there's could be all kinds of things. But Mickey Mantle, right? Think about it, like Mickey Mouse, Marilyn Monroe, M&M candies, right? Think about the rapper. His name is Eminem. He spells it differently, right? But when you say it, it's Eminem. Right? So all of these names and stuff are the M&M, right? Master Mason, Freemason, 33, Market Movers, right? Okay, so then this other thing over here, his sports card investor logo, I've been trying to look at that and I'm thinking like, okay, is that a square and compass, right? Is that related to the square and compass, right? So let me pull up, like I said, I got these images and I'm not sure exactly which ones are which ones and shit. Okay, so like my stuff is not, I don't do really great editing and stuff, right? Okay, so this is like a big huge Freemason symbol is the square and compass with that G. And I think the G is the great architect. I think that's what it's referencing and stuff, right? So the G, that's what it is. It's the square and compass with the G in it. That's like a huge Freemason symbol is that one, right? The square and the compass, right? So on Geoff's, oh, see, like I said, I got things here, different parts. So it's like, okay, which part am I looking for? So on that thing, it's like, is that like a square and a compass? Those lines that he has around the sports card investor thing, it's like, is that like, because it looks like a compass and it kind of looks like a square too also. So I'm thinking that that can be another reference, is that those little marks above the sports card investor and stuff is like, I think that that could be a square and compass also, right? And then so this room that Geoff was in, I was saying that that room, the bricks, is there specifically because he's a Freemason, that it's not a brick office and stuff. It's not a brick building. And I had showed it the other day. I showed a little clip, but then I found another piece. Like I said, I don't watch all his stuff, so I don't see everything. But so this is like his virtual Christmas holiday thing that he was doing. Like, I'm not watching that stuff. But then the other day I was bored and I was just looking for something to watch, so I started to turn it on, and this came on right in the beginning. So I was like, okay, well, I ended up not watching it because the volume was kind of messed up or whatever. And I didn't want to sit through 3 hours of that crap. This fucking bullshit interview. Everybody just jerking each other off and shit, right? They should be called the great fucking masturbators, because that's what they do. They all just fucking jerk each other off and shit, right? But so here's the actual sports card investor. There it is. As you can see, it's an office building with a brick wall back there. That's his little his set, you know, for the sports card investor. As you can clearly see, it's not a brick building. It's just it's his little display and shit that he's created for that movie set, right? As you can clearly, like I was saying that's not a brick building. The bricks are there specifically because he's showing his allegiance to the Freemasons and shit, right? So there you can see it clearly, the set, right? And then you go here. So this is at Geoff's house, I think. I'm not 100%, that's one of those things, I'm not positive, but it appears to be this is Geoff's house. As you can see, he's got the pillars in the front that are bricks. Okay, so let me play this here.
Geoff, you have to...
What, Holly?
Oh, boy.
Okay, and when you look at his house here, it's bricks. Okay, he's got them painted white and stuff, but it's harder to zoom in, like I said. But you can see it's all brick there on the outside, right? So he's got those brick pillars, and then he's got bricks on the outside of his house. So he does have bricks at his house too, right? So bricks is a common thing for Geoff and stuff. Like I said, now bricks are a design feature, but are they so popular of a design feature because the people like the building material, or is it because of the Freemason stuff of, you know, one of the things? And then so, let's see, like on this, it's like, was I gonna, no, okay, I'm not gonna play anything else there. So let's show you here then, like I said, I gotta find these pieces of what I'm showing you. So here's Geoff with Ken Golden. And now look at the way Ken Golden's actually looking at him, right? But look at that. This is supposed to be a secret society Freemason handshake, right? See the way that Geoff's hand's placed and the way that the handshake is? Okay, so here, this is a picture of, this is actually the Beatles. There's some photo here of the Beatles, because I was just looking up. That guy over there actually looks like he might have a necklace on, a Freemason necklace and stuff, right? But that's what this is, the handshake. Okay, see the handshake? That's from what I understand, that's like the secret Freemason handshake, right? See the way that the hands, that one hand is the other way and the other hand is the other with the thumb on it and stuff. So that's the Freemason handshake. Okay, it's identical. That is the handshake. That's not a regular handshake. That's a Freemason handshake. And who's he doing it with? Ken Golden and shit, right? Right? So then, like I was showing you the square and the compass with the G. Okay? That's like totally Freemason as it can be. And then here, this is a video that Geoff made. He was he's just being stupid idiot and shit, right? So here's with his market mover shirt on with his 33. But now, like what? And now the other thing is like Geoff. Geoff has his name. It's like it's one of those things like you never trust anybody with like two first names. Like, you know, it's like if the guy's name was like Todd John, you know, if that was like their person's name and stuff. So people, they make little sayings like that, and they say like you don't ever trust a person whose name is Geoff, who spells their name Geoff with the G, right? Don't trust those people, right? That's like sayings. People say stuff like that, right? But so like I was saying, the G is a big thing in the Freemason. The G is a huge thing, right? And Geoff, there he is. He spells his name with a G. It's Geoff with a G, right? It's a thing that he could have been born into, right? He could have been born into this stuff, right? So now listen to this, though.
And that's why I absolutely love what Fanatics is doing with V-Friends. And who knows, guys? Maybe their next set will be G-Friends. You know what I'm saying? G-Friends, right? I don't know, maybe. Come on, who knows? But hey, subscribe, like, you guys know what to do. Pound that subscribe button right now. G-Friends, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? G-Friends. Do you know what I'm saying? See, that's what he's saying to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? G-Friends. G-Friends. You understand what I'm saying? He even says it. You understand what I'm saying? G-Friends. Do you understand what he's saying, guys? Come on. G-Friends. G-Friends. And he's pointing to himself. G-Friends. Get it? You understand what I'm saying? Most people don't understand what he's saying. And this is like one of the things about these people. It's like the saying, hiding in plain sight. That's what they do. They throw it right into your face, because then they come back and try and say, no, whoa, that's what I'm talking about. You know, you're trying to make some conspiracy about it, whatever. It's like, dude, this is what they do. They openly flaunt their affiliations and their true loyalties and who they're actually committed to and stuff, right? G-Friends, the fucking Master Mason, the M&M, the 33. That's what he's showing you. G-Friends. Come on, guys. G-Friends. Yeah, he's a G-Friend. He's a Mason. Come on, guys. You understand what I'm saying? You heard what he just said. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely love what Fanatics is doing with V-Friends. And who knows, guys? Maybe their next set will be G-Friends. You know what I'm saying? G-Friends, right?
Right? You know what I'm saying? G-Friends, you know, with this sports card investor logo that looks like a square and a compass. G-Friends, right? You guys, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Geoff, guess what? Somebody in here does understand what you're saying and shit, right? And now I'm exposing your fucking stupid punk ass, and you know what Geoff's gonna do? Nothing. He won't fucking say anything. They never come up, and he's not going to defend himself against the fucking true allegations of what I'm making, because he can't denounce who he's actually affiliated to, what's his actual, you know, who he actually cares about and stuff. He's not going to denounce the Freemasons. Like I'm saying, I demand that Geoff Wilson come out and publicly acknowledge that he's not a member of the Freemasons and proclaim that secret societies are evil scumbag organizations, and he doesn't want anything to do with those secret societies. And if he does not come out and do that, then we know he is a Freemason, that he was placed in the community as a shield to be like a leader of this movement of what the Freemasons do, this chaos out of disorder. I mean, it's order out of chaos, that he's coming here to be like a plant is trying to bring order out of the chaos that's going around. He's a fraud. He's a Freemason plant. Him and his buddies, fucking Ken Golden, with their fucking secret fucking Freemason handshakes and shit. These are criminal fucking organizations and shit. These are demonic, satanic fucking people. Ken Golden, goddamn, he's like a scumbag as there can be. What a lying, thieving, fucking dirty scumbag, an actual criminal. He is horrible and shit, right? And so, but Geoff Wilson, there they are in their fucking secret Freemason handshake and shit. They're aligned with each other. You think they care about you? No, they care about scamming you so they can become the pillars of the fucking community and they can become the leaders so their voices can be heard, so Ken Golden can get a TV show, so Jeff Wilson can be a big internet star and they can influence all of these fucking stupid people out there in the world. That's what they're doing. They're fucking frauds. Wake the fuck up. See who fucking your neighbor really is and understand when they're fucking telling you who they are, you need to believe it.